Okay, guys, welcome. I'm gonna go through modeling this Fisher Technic robotics part. It's our replacement part in Unit 4 modeling skills. And I'm gonna go ahead and make this piece here, starting from scratch. I have a handful of things to help me. I have some drawings here to help me. So I'm gonna start off by making this outside shell, which is 0.59 by 0.59 and extruded 1.18. So I'm going to start a new part. I'm going to sketch a box on the XY plane, and I'm going to do this rather carefully. I'm going to start with the end in mind and do a center pointed rectangle and grow out from that axis. You'll see why later. It's a helpful thing. 0.59 tab 0.59. I'll go ahead and finish my sketch, and then I'm going to extrude that 1.18 inches. All right, so right now I have that general shell, and that's going to be that. I'm going to go ahead now and sketch on one of these holes. I'm going to concentrate on this one right here. So starting very carefully, I'm going to start a new sketch. I'll place it right here. I'm going to go ahead and place a circle. Now my circle is going to be 0.16 in diameter, and then my distance that I measured was 0.226 from the center of this circle to this midline, and that's a helpful thing. So I'm going to dimension that from that point to that, and I'm going to make that 0.226, and that'll push me out there. I'm going to hit OK. I'm now going to go ahead and extrude that. I'll extrude it as a cut, and then take a peek at that. All right, so you see now here how this comes to this point right here, and in actuality I want that to have there where the opening is 0.122. I'm going to go ahead and do that also now. I'm going to do that by the simplest way I can think to do it, which is simply to draw a rectangle over here, and I'll come down here and find this midline, and then I'm going to go out there, hit tab 0.122, enter, and then I'm going to extrude that as a cut, and not very far. And I'm just going to go in, I'll zoom in a bit to right there. 0.02. We'll see where that goes. As I clean it up, I'll hit OK. And that is pretty good. All right, now to move this around the outside, I'm going to use this one here, the circular pattern. I'm going to choose carefully this circular feature, and then also that feature. I'm then going to come up here and hit rotation axis, and I'll use my Z axis. I want to use 4 rotations. I'll hit OK, and that is exactly what I see when I look at that. So that part is finished. Now I can look at growing the nub off. I'll pick that up in part 2.